What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let us start by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its. If
you don't like it, you can get your own damn show.
Damn show. Yes, sir. What up, Mo?
What, man? It's been a beautiful day. It's called the day before Friday. Thursday.
Friday. That's what it is.
Your day today, bro?
Man, I'm sleepy. I'm busy, but it's all good. Got to do what we got to do, man. Look, today we're gonna sit back, relax. We're gonna chat a little bit, and then the lady Rachel gonna come on. Rachel Gary,
right?
The life coach, the strategist. She's gonna come on with these CEO nuggets, hang out, and make sure that we are straight and ready to go to the weekend with the mindset of a millionaire. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do it though. I love the fact that she does that too, man. So we're not really getting stuff off our chest and angering and all of that stuff, okay? But we do want to tell people, at least I do, and more, you can say whatever you want. People, we got to start getting together and making sure that we as a people are succeeding. You know, we try to get on the show and have people on the show who are doing things like we had Bella yesterday, who is a female entrepreneur, and that's hard in itself right off the bat. But we had her on, and we celebrated women yesterday, and we can celebrate the gentlemen at another time. But the thing is, Mo, and you correct me if I'm wrong, we don't support each other like we should. Support is more than just a word. It's an action.
Right. That's right. That's true. That's true. I mean, right now more than ever, you know, they trying to change the rules on us again. So we need to make sure we do our usual adjustments because things start leveling up. They don't like that. So
right.
When things start leveling up, they try to change the rules. And that's what they're doing now, even going to as far as breaking the rules.
You know, and I know we don't do.
And what's so crazy is it's something that we hold to our heart, our education. Once, I mean, we had a way to get to where we want to go. Now they're finna make it where it's just the elite or the rich can get educated. I told y'all that.
So wasn't that the way it was back 400 years ago?
Well, back in the day, what they did was the reason why you have private schools to this day is because whites didn't want to go to school with blacks, so they started making their own schools. And then you know what happened? Everybody couldn't afford those schools anymore, so they said, well, we got to have public schools for everybody to go to, so everybody has the right to go to school. But that leveled everything up. You know, that leveled everything up. Now the gap is closing. They don't want that gap to close, so now they come back with this charter school shit, you know, and a lot of people think it's great, it's good. It don't do nothing but turn into another public school. That's all it does. You know,
that's crazy. You say that, man, because
they outlaw education. You can't outlaw education. You just
that's
can't.
so crazy.
That's what
that's
they're
so
trying
crazy.
to do.
You know, my son went to a charter school, and in the public schools, you know, it was more. How should I say? It was more strict. You know, we could. There's a lot of stuff we couldn't do. These charter schools, it's just like, you know, hey, if you touch me, I'm gonna call my mom. Okay, I can say what I want. I can do what I want. Okay, and they got a disciplinarian. Now, here's a difference too. Back in the public schools, they had guidance counselors. Okay, guidance people that could tell you, okay, well, look, based on your grades right now, we could get you this, but you know, you should be able to do this, you should be able to do that, you should be able to do that. Okay, and when you graduate, you can go to this college, you can do that. They don't do that now, that I know of.
No, they like I said, that they once things try to level up, once we start getting ahead a little bit, you know, they have to change the rules. I mean,
And that's why
and then
I
they turn
say,
around and
go ahead.
call us, you know, well, we're using the system. No, we're using the system the way you use it. You use the system to get by. We use the system to get a leg up. The same system that you're using to run us over, we use to get a leg up. I mean,
we gotta do
we
something.
gotta wake up. We gotta wake up, and we gotta do more for each other. And you know, any kind of cracks in the system that we can exploit them, because they do it all the time. You know,
And that's why it's important. And yes, whomever don't like that I talk about the Distinguished Authors Guild all the time, I don't care. Okay, but that's why it's important that we have venues like the Distinguished Authors Guild to, you know, and let me preface that my statement by saying that the Distinguished Authors Guild is not just for Black people. Okay, it's for authors. Anybody, authors, young, old authors. Okay, white, black, yellow, whatever. If you have a book, submit it. All right, it's an award show. Okay, but that's why the venues like that are so important, because it gives people an opportunity to get seen by a different group of people that you're always around. We cannot grow as a people if we just stick in the same box, stay in the same box. Okay, we need to grow and learn what other cultures are doing. You know, through books, that's what you do. You can read about them, all right? But it's good to be in a place where you can have the conversations, talk about this, talk about that, and support each other. We don't do that enough, like you said, Mo. We got to support each other, and that's what that does. Okay, and I'm speaking about the Distinguished Authors Guild. I'm gonna say this because, number one, she does such a great job, and I know how she works. If you guys knew what she did and how she orchestrated this and got it together, nobody would ever be on here talking about, well, you talking about the Distinguished Authors Guild again? I'm gonna talk about that shit till I die. Okay, all right. So y'all can say what you want. Say what you want. I don't care, and I will defend her and what she does, and talk about what she does, and hold her up until it's over. And then when I die, my soul gonna hold her up. When I die, I'm gonna come back and hold her up again.
Like Brother Greg said, and we need to start taking advantage of those things that lift us up. I mean, sometimes, you know, people have stuff standing right in front of them, tell me, "Hey, come on, check this out, let's do this," and they don't show up, they don't support. Not even if it means them coming up 2 or 3 rings. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm not trying to give no tongue lashing. What I'm trying to do is wake you up. Wake you the hell up. Come on, wake up. There is stuff that we can do other than drink, smoke weed, and, you know, do the stuff that we've been doing for the last 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it, you know what I mean?
It's so important to do that now more than ever. Okay, this look, and I'm never political like that. Okay, I let the political talk come on here, but check this out. So, okay, they got enough votes that everybody it was one person that didn't vote for that Epstein files to come out, right? But Donald Trump said, yes, I really want it out. He didn't say that last month or a month before last. Okay, he didn't do that. And you know why he's doing it now, okay? Because if it, you know, once everything is said and done, he can block.
It's gonna happen.
He can still
it's
block
gonna happen. No, it not if they got a veto-proof vote. He can't.
Well, this is what I found out, Gina. He can sue or have an investigation about certain aspects of that, and it can hold it up and freeze it, because once an investigation is going on and it's legally they can't disclose any
They
information on it.
can't.
So
Thank you. It
They
freezes
passed a
everything. He's
subpoena.
playing chess, y'all. He ain't playing checkers, because that investigation shit started before he said, "Okay, let's you know." He already had made his move, so he done put us in check again.
okay, but Gina says she knows for a fact that he can't do that. Now, I
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
had it in the subpoena that they cannot, even during an see, they covered all of that. They knew what was going on. They put in a subpoena that it doesn't matter if there is an investigation, it still cannot stop the files from being exposed. They put it in the subpoena because they probably knew that that's what Trump and Bondi were going to try to do. So they counteracted it.
So what do we do about, and I'm not a politician, I don't know, but what can we do about all of the stuff that they redacted?
Well,
They
most of that
Go ahead, Mom.
redaction is to actually protect some of the people that were violated. The names
Right.
anyway.
Right.
That stuff that's redacted, that's to protect the innocent. But
the
what you're
redaction
afraid of
mode,
is
the redaction mode was before that, when it started getting heated, and Trump knew his name was on there. He told the FBI to stop what y'all doing out there protecting the world, okay? And I want everybody out here. You see my name, scratch it off.
That's not the files. They're
no,
getting
they
the
got a
original
full file,
files.
unredacted file in New
The
York.
original files, the
Yeah.
unredacted files. That's what they are
In
requesting.
New York, they got an unredacted version.
Right.
So
Well, it's gonna get interesting, y'all. It's gonna get real interesting.
it's gonna get real interesting. But see, the thing about it is, he keeps digging himself a bigger hole. Right now, I think once all these crazy people out of office that's been following him, he's gonna find himself either in jail or he's gonna find himself impeached because he's breaking the law as we speak.
Well,
You know?
somebody told me that they really think that he's going to leave the country.
Oh,
Yeah, of
look,
course. Of course.
I got all kind of I got all kind of theories on that. I said that money that went to pay for his spot. So, and guess
Somebody
what? The
said
Saudis
that he's
already
not
gave
gonna
him a
stick
plane.
around in the
He
United
done met with his boy. So, you know, trust me. And he's got spots over there for, you know, Trump Towers over in Dubai. So I mean,
Yeah.
he
He
got
got his
deals working on
jet.
that.
He got
So-
all of his Bitcoin. He got trillions
Yeah.
of dollars. He's rich for real this time. This time
Yeah,
he
for
really
real, he
is
got
rich.
money.
He did that. That's why he did it. He did all of that, and he pardoned this one guy who definitely is going to make him even richer. And it's
Which country y'all think you're gonna run to?
I don't even know,
it
but
won't be Africa. It
Saudi?
won't be Africa.
United Emirates, rather.
It won't be
I
Africa.
don't think he's going anywhere where they have a ruler. I think he's gonna build his own.
That's what the 20 billion.
I said Gaza, but somebody was like, why would he go to Gaza? Because Gaza is demolished now. He could go over there and build it back up. And he's not going to go anywhere where he got to be under a ruler. He's not going to do that.
It's kind of interesting, Gina, that you said that, okay? Because he literally orchestrated that war, okay? And now that everything is leveled out, because his sons are gonna move too. Okay, they probably already moved. They ain't no telling. When the heat, you know, what did they used to say when it gets hot, you get out the kitchen when the heat.
Right.
You know, so it's it's just the puzzle pieces. And the thing is, you beat us down so much. Now, what's going to really be funny and pitiful is that, you know, you got the press secretary, you got the Secretary of State, you got Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, you got Kash Patel, the FBI. These guys have vehemently said, leave the president alone. He didn't do anything. And all of these guys, these are people who didn't deserve, in my opinion, those jobs, especially Kash Patel. I don't know why you made Kash Patel the FBI chief.
Anyone that was willing to put their neck out there and do whatever he said to do got a position in the cabinet. You have podcasts, people from podcasts is in the cabinet. You have people from the news media that's now in the helping to run the country. They have no experience at all, and they're running the country. They're making decisions, big decisions, with no experience behind them at all.
And you do know that once everything is said and done, all of those people with no experience that he put into the cabinet, they gonna be in trouble. They're gonna be in trouble because all of them have lied. Yeah. They have lied. They have obstructed justice. So it's gonna be a number of things going on, and I don't, some of it's still going on. And I think that Marjorie Taylor Greene, she saw all of this coming, and she said, I'm gonna skirt up out of this.
I think Marjorie Taylor Greene hit a nerve with this stuff with Jeffrey Epstein, and it was something real personal and close that she done went through.
Yeah,
and she like, I'm not going through this again. I'm not gonna lie for it.
And that's true. I believe that has a part to do with it, along with the fact that it's affecting her children now. What's happening, along with the fact that Trump would not support her to run for governor or president. He told her she wasn't ready. He told her no, he would not support her. And I think that's what really, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. She felt like she was loyal to him. She spit out rhetoric just like he did back 2-3 years ago. She was just as bad as Trump was when it was, when they were talking about
running,
killing people, hanging people, and doing all these crazy things. And then I really feel like she feels betrayed by him because she was loyal to him and he was not loyal to her.
Right. But that's Trump. He's a user.
She's still loyal to him. Well, she's loyal to the party, but
she's loyal to the party. But isn't that the problem, y'all? These parties, I call them gangs. I mean, we got people divided up, and then they divide up again. You got the Republican Party, you got the Democratic Party, you got Independent, Green Party, T-Back, all this stuff. They just subdivide after that, and they just divided the whole country with these different parties.
So why do we?
Is it necessary? Is what my question is.
I'm saying and that's the question I'm asking too. But why do we even need a separation of parties? Why do we need that?
It separates the country. Well, you got to remember, that's the way this country was started. That's the reason why we had a civil war, because it was separated. We had folk that wanted to keep us enslaved and folks that said, hey, it's illegal because it's the law now. And that separated us. That's when the two parties started. And, you had some others break off from there. And you still got a lot of people that believe that they should be able to fly that flag any place they want to fly it, the rebel flag. And when I try to explain, that's the most un-American thing in the whole wide world, to be flying that flag, because it literally means, the flag literally means no America, no United States. That X with the 13 stars in it, with the red field, that's what it means. It means anti-American. Why the hell are you flying?
Now I got to say this too, okay? Again, we speak our opinion on here. We're not saying that anybody's right, anybody's wrong. We're not saying we hate this, we hate that. We don't hate anybody, okay? We speak our opinion.
It is my opinion.
We just want we want to put the word out that we don't agree on things, okay? And we agree on things. But it's every person's inalienable right, I should say, to say whatever you want. That's in the Constitution, First Amendment. We can do that. All right. So anybody that's watching and has a problem with what we're saying, I encourage you to speak your mind. All right, respectfully.
But I mean, that's the thing about history. If you don't know nothing about it, a lot of people flying the flag don't know what that means. Hey, Michelle. They don't
Yeah,
know
but
what
I
to do.
mean, in 10 months, the things that a lot of our ancestors and people before us fought for in 10 months have been reversed. In 10 months. We are looking now at them saying that swastikas and nooses are no longer hate symbols. We know what they represent. They do represent hate. But now it's they basically are saying it's okay to use these things, to display these things. They are not hate symbols. They are freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is when it does not impose on others, when it does not
Like a
cause
riot.
harm to others. That's what freedom of speech is. And this is it's just sad. But you know what? I really feel deep down in my heart that what's happening now had to happen, because now there will be a lot of things put in place when the Democrats get back in, and they will, that this will not happen again. All of
Oh, you
those
can bet that.
loopholes that Trump and the Republican Party is using, it will not be able, no one will be able to do it. They're going to put things in place. They're talking about getting rid of the pardons, which they all have abused them.
Yeah.
From Trump on down, not just Trump. They all have abused the pardon. And this is, I feel like God's way of saying we need to do better, because the devil is going to put his people in there. He's going to put his angels in there that destroy us. And that's what's happening. They're in place. They finding some laws back from 1819 and
Well,
things like that that never been used before. But guess what? They're there though.
Yeah.
So what has to happen? Somebody has to get in there and make sure to tighten this stuff up. To tighten it. I mean, our forefathers, they put the Constitution and they put things in there because they were afraid that one person, one man, because it was men at that point, one man would get in and try to rule the country. And they put a lot of things in place, but they couldn't think that the things that are happening now would ever happen. So they did what they could based on how far they could see ahead. But
the
see, things have
forefathers.
changed, and the world is not like it was. The country's not like it was back then. They couldn't foresee these things, but they tried their best to prevent what's happening now from happening. But because they couldn't foresee these things, there were loopholes in there. There were things in there that were not explained properly enough, where you could go to court and say, but the Constitution says this. Now they're saying, hey, you can interpret this way. The way we read it, it sounds like this. But
Well,
see, our forefathers, they didn't see that coming.
well, the thing about our Constitution is history is what it is. They knew one thing. They knew they didn't want no more kings. So that's why a lot of the stuff that's in there is in there the way it is in there. But and actually that helped us out a long way. That the fact that they was thinking that far ahead, that we didn't want no more kings. We done had a taste of that. That's why we got this land over here. And so, I mean, they did their history work, and it wasn't ironclad, but it was good for the most part anyway. With the amendments coming and the amendments that had to happen, that's the whole point. It was able to be corrected, and that's what happened. It got corrected. The amendments helped kind of put it along, and that's what's actually going to have to happen once these people get out of office that are ruining this. And I really don't understand what the point other than to enslave people or to make people feel bad. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what part of God has got conflict in it like this. Help me understand. What part of God has got conflict in like this? What this dude doing? None. And the evangelicals are following behind him like this dude is God.
I agree with everything
Don't
that you
make
got.
no sense to me.
I
Conflict is what killing this country, and it's going to kill it because we're blindly following somebody who thinks. Wait a minute, hold on. He don't have. Oh God, I get so frustrated because he doesn't have an inkling of education to be doing his job, more or less. Oh,
You know what? I agree with everything you guys are saying, both of you guys, okay, except for one thing. When Gina said the devil's angels, how are we going to have angels is supposed to be a good word. It's a good word, you know, and I know that's what they say, Gina, but I've never liked that. The devil's angels. We can call
He
them, I
has
call them,
angels.
I know what you're saying. I
Devil
mean, you're
has
right.
angels.
You're right, okay, but the word angels symbolizes something good. You know what I mean? That nigga, I mean, dude, he woo, that was a slip, y'all. My bad, okay.
yeah.
But again, man, we just we want to bring home the point, and all of this still brings home the point that with all of this stuff that's going on, everything that's happening, all the injustices, all of the setbacks that we're experiencing right now, doesn't that make you guys want to get behind anybody who's doing something great and help them build, especially within our community? We got to start supporting bigger and better than what we've been doing, you know, because
It's
now
definitely going to be a wake up call.
we have an
Definitely.
opportunity now because we've seen the foolishness going on, okay? And y'all know, I said right off the bat, January, hey, he's the president. Let's support him. Let's see what's going on. You know, Gina said the same thing. Okay, he's in now. What is that we can do about that? So let's just see what's going on. Okay, we got 9 months of seeing what's going on because it continuously spirals downward. The lies, you know, and the thing is, how do you? We lied before, and we said what we well, I can speak for myself. Lied before, and tried to cover it up because you know a lot of people didn't hear it. It's just I lied for this person. This dude lies in public, okay, and it can be caught in public. So he says this, and then you're gonna get it on Jimmy Kimmel and all the rest of them all night talking about what he lied about, and they're gonna point it out because. But remember, you said this right now. But remember last year when you said this, and it's gonna come right back at him. Okay, he doesn't care. That's the thing. This man does not care. But now the heat is on him. The heat is on him now. And now that the heat is on him, he's going to have to react differently. He can't come with that heat now because it's over. And if his name is in there for anything salacious, anything about helping this guy, because he's already said him and Jeffrey Epstein weren't the best of friends, but we see videos of him you know, talking with him, laughing, joking, and this and that. Pictures, thousands of pictures. I mean, come on, man. How many times if you were not Jeffrey Epstein's friend, what's with all the pictures, bro?
But you know what?
Again,
This is the funny part, though. I have to say this. We didn't care this Epstein stuff. This was not on our radar. This did not become a big thing until Trump ran for it in his campaign. Until he made this a big part of his, nobody would have probably even brought this back up had he not ran with this through his campaign. I wasn't thinking about no Epstein.
But to that point,
Jim, really dead in the water.
Nobody probably would have brought it up if he was running the country, if he was doing what he was supposed to do as president. But since he started doing all this bad stuff, the Democrats, shame on y'all, but the Democrats said, let's find something that we can get him to get, you know, that's divisive. You know,
but it wasn't even the Democrats who brought it up. It was his party. It was his followers who said, you promised us that you would release those files. It was not the Democrats who brought this back up. It was the people who voted for him that said, you ran on this. And now you backpedaling. And then the Democrats jumped in on it.
Jumped in hard, didn't they?
But it wasn't a major concern to us.
But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They're going to open these files, and they're going to look through. They're going to see his name in there. But what's going to incriminate him? That's the question.
Oh, so
I don't
it's
think
gonna
it's
be something
anything. I don't think it's one thing in there that's going to incriminate him, other than his name being mentioned in there. He was there with this little girl. He was this, because ain't nobody came forward and said, "Hey, he had sex with me. He raped me. He did this." Other than the people, not
But it's more
anybody from Epstein.
victims. It's
I was just going
just
to
a
say
few
that.
that have came out. It's more victims.
Exactly.
They have
And they
not
haven't.
all come out.
And the
And
ones
they
that came
said
out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
the ones who have come out have said there's more victims, but they are afraid because these people, these men are powerful. They can ruin their lives. They can make them lose. They can have them to lose they're afraid because these
That's what I was
men
gonna say.
have power. And so I believe it's something in there. They wouldn't be going through all of this
Right.
if it wasn't.
And
And the estate is also releasing things. What the
thank
estate
you.
released, the DOJ never released that information.
So you think it's more stuff other than the files?
Oh yes. Come on. Just there's one email that we saw where Epstein says, that he could take him down. He can take Donald Trump down.
He did say that.
Yeah, he can take him down.
He did say that.
So there's going to be something in the stuff that's coming out now. I bet you there's going to be something in there where Epstein kind of hid and said, "Okay, I'm gonna hold this for the right moment." And posthumously, the right moment is now. And Jeffrey Epstein's talking a whole lot right now.
And
anybody, this dude. He said, look, when he asked, was Trump doing this and that? Okay, he said, for that question at this time, I want to invoke my 5th and my 14th and, right, okay? Anybody that has to invoke anything, you're guilty. And you know something. And you know that person that they're talking about is guilty.
He did invoke his 5th, didn't he?
He invoked the 5th,
the 14th, the 6th, the 8th, the 100th. He invoked everything.
He said,
forgot
look,
about,
man.
I forgot about that. I forgot. That's right. He did plead the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th.
Yeah. He said, yes. And he stopped for a minute, but he prefaced it by saying, for that question,
I'm just saying,
because he was answering everything else. He was answering all of that stuff. Then he got to that question.
Be ready for the dude, because the dude, like I said, they play chess, man. They got a plan for this day, whether it's bailing out of the country, or whatever, or redacting the whole damn page or whatever. They got a plan. Trust me, they got a plan.
I would say if anybody asks me what are my thoughts and what should people do, keep living your life, keep pushing forward with what you're doing, your businesses, your dreams, whatever you're striving for in life. I know a lot of people. And I have family members who they put off buying a house because of what's going on. The interest rates are so high and housing costs are so they put off buying a house. I mean, it was in the making, and because things are so out of whack, they put that off. But I say this too will pass. This is gonna pass. So keep on pushing and doing the things that you're striving to do. Don't let this stop you, because it's just something that's supposed to happen at this time, but it's gonna pass.
Yeah, it always does. Things happen. We raise a red flag, not a red flag. We raise that flag up, and it's a moment. And moments are going to happen. All these moments are going to happen. You know what, y'all? In our time, we done seen a lot of damn moments, y'all. In our time, we have seen so many moments. Whew. I'm tired of moments, y'all. I'm tired of them. I want some good moments. I'm tired.
So you just want to chill like everybody else.
Dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
Please.
The thing about it is, I have to take some advice. My dad told me, he said, you can't dwell on this stuff, too much, because it'll drive you crazy.
Right. But that's the truth.
Yeah. Can't dwell on stuff too much, it'll drive you crazy. Yeah, and I agree.
Y'all. Go ahead, Mo.
And I agree with him. I mean, so it's just like anything. Worrying about a bill ain't gonna get it paid. Worrying about what's going on in this daggone world ain't gonna get nothing done unless you get up off your butt and go do something about it. And
Get
what
up,
we
bro.
got to do is get up and take our butts out and vote from the bottom to the top. You know,
From the
Yep.
rooter
period.
to the tutor.
26. People better get out there. You know, most people get out and vote for the president. They don't vote for midterms. They
Nope.
don't go out to the polls at midterms. This
Better
is
get
a
out there.
time where you better wake up and get out there, because I don't know why people don't understand the midterms are just as important or more important than the presidency.
Yep.
And
I bet
people
you- I
just
bet
don't
you-
get out there and vote during the midterms.
I think all of
I
us are
bet you
getting a
they get out there
civics
this
lesson
time.
now.
All right, let's get this started, y'all. Okay,
Yeah,
first
what's
off,
going
before we get
Positivity.
to I'm sorry, Mo. Before we get to the inspirational part of the show, okay, want to let y'all know right after this is the D Stark show, man. And D Stark's got some stuff going on his show. All right. Parental control. I thought, is that up? I can't see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Okay,
says
it's
kids are
kids
out
out-
of control and parents are not parenting.
Join
We're
these
gonna dive
Stark
into that
as
conversation.
we dive deep into the real conversations families are afraid to have. Why are so many kids running wild?
Our parents losing control
Our
or
parents
giving
losing
up.
control?
Tonight, y'all, gonna talk about it. All right,
Tonight.
we'll put that back up before we leave. Okay, but right now, man, she makes sure that she tells everybody that we are National Black Radio Hall of Famers. Okay, which we are. We don't talk about it enough, and I think we should. But she's a Hall of Famer herself, award-winning author, mentor, leadership coach, life coach, all kind of damn coaches. All right, everybody say what's up. To Rachel
What's
Gary. What's going
happening?
on?
Hello there, National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. I heard you say it, but I did not. One more time, I did not see it posted, so I got to make sure I see that. That gives me good
man.
vibes when I first.
Lord have mercy. No, you gonna make me feel-
Bam! There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
We got
gotta
you. We
make
got
sure
you. What's going on?
celebrate it.
That's right. She's right. We got to do that. Okay. What's going on, Rachel?
Everything is very well. Good to see Gina's feeling better, and she is back.
Yeah.
There it is. See, that's the background. Pass that to everybody, Mo. That's the background there, boy.
There you go, Mo. I got to
Mo
get my
always
green screen and put it up.
Mo always got us, man. But Rachel, look, okay, it's award-winning author, Rachel, I should say. I was talking to someone, and we were talking business, of course, because that's all, as you get older and you have business, that's all you talk about is business, damn it. But I was wondering, because this person kept saying, man, this person did this, and I told them to do this, and they didn't do this. So I had a conversation with him. This is a business partner now, right? And I told him to do this again, and he still didn't get it right, okay? How important is it to get it right the first time? If I've given you the instructions, this is what you got to do to get, because I'm doing my part. I need you to do this. And then the person say, well, hey, man, here it is. What about this? Well, no, that's not what I asked you to do. How important is getting it right the first time, Rachel?
I want to be this is going to be funny. And as somebody who is a coach, people sometimes they want your advice, but I'm a person like this as well, who they use their discernment and decide that they want to go their own way.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the mistake is the best lesson. So what I've noticed is that when we had those conversations and we give the information, like I had a conversation with a mentee today who is trying to make a change in their whole 10-week plan, and we're at week 6. And it's just because they don't have the time to do the steps they're supposed to be doing. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you what my advice to them was. Same advice I'm going to give this person, whoever that person is that you must decide how you want your business and your life to move forward. And no matter whose steps you take, if on the other side of that you find success, I don't care if you change your plan now or if you wait the 10 weeks. I wouldn't advise against it. I would advise you to stay the course. But at the end of the day, I want you to make sure that you feel good with what you're doing. And that's all. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what normally happens. Because you bump your head and you figure out, I'm not going to stand up right there anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So when somebody's trying to, okay, you coach a lot of people, and you mentor a lot of people, and they try to do it, because with a teacher, most times in high school, a teacher tells you how to do this and that, you may get it wrong, and they say, well, no, you got to do it this way, all right, and this way will make it right. You'll succeed if you do it this way. It's different in business, though. If someone, Rachel, tries to emulate you step by step by step by step, and you see them doing that, what would you tell them?
You cannot walk the same path that I walked. It's not, as a leadership coach, that is not what I what I remind you of. I'm reminding you of who you are. And when I utilize my book, I'll just say, for instance, from In #Poverty to Six Figures, I tell my story, and at the end of every chapter, there's a point for them to create theirs. Every single chapter is that way, because I'm giving you steps. Hey there, Latanya. She is going to be in season number 3 as well. Everyone get locked in. Get locked in. Get locked
That's
in.
my dog. That's my dog.
So at the end of the day, it's really about you seeing how someone made something happen, but writing your own path. I'm a firm believer in the steps that I took dealt with the life that I led. So you can't follow the steps that I followed. There's the impossibility, because you didn't live the life that I led. So right. you have to use your discernment and figure out what it is that I did for success and how you can put that into your life.
That's one of the things that really bugs me. It's like, well, you asked me the question how I did what I did, how you did what you did, Mo, Gina as well. And we tell you this is how we did it. But, and I'm like you, I would suggest that you don't do it this way, because the way that we did it, Gina, Mo, Rachel, the way that we did it worked for us. And times change daily. All right. So the same strategies that we may have used may not work right now for you, but you asked the question of how I did it. Okay. Now, as a leadership coach, when you tell your story, how do you amend it to fit the changing times?
That is an awesome question. And most time when you're telling your story, if you are someone who's trying to provide people information, you have to be current. You have to know what's currently going on, what the current climate is. As you guys were speaking earlier about the political climate, you have to look at the political climate that we're in currently. And when I'm having a conversation of mentorship, the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is so people have resources within themselves when companies are laying off people left and right. There have been 300,000 Black women who have lost their jobs in the last 10 months. 300,000. That is
not 3,000, not 300, but
not 300. 300,000 people lost their jobs. Unemployment
about that.
Also, damn. For a lot of those people, they're not getting unemployment. And even if they were making a higher salary, so the money it does not even allow them to live currently in their current livable situations.
That's right.
I say all that to say that the reason why I help people turn their gift into profit, of the queen of romance, the reason why I help people turn their gift into
porn
profit.
Man.
Here you go. Like I said, the reason why I help people turn their gifts into profits is because if you use your gifts, you're structuring your business and you're setting your business up for success. A lot of people want to utilize things like right now. The biggest thing that we need to be doing as a culture is figuring out how to get back to basics, how to start at square one. Because a lot of our elders who taught us or were teachers of before all this technology came are no longer with us.
Right.
So if we don't get a grasp of the rudimentary things in life, we're going to get lost when things go awry.
Man.
So So that's what like I said, my biggest focus is on electricity. The electrical lines go down. What you do? Electrical lines go down. What you do? There is ways to generate electricity without lights. It has existed forever. The everyone knows it exists. But what should you be doing? Figuring out how to get it. Get the tools. It's a very quick thing. Learning how to make food. We do not, I want to say this, we do not produce our own food. We do not catch our own food. Most of us do. Even if we did, we would not know how to sterilize it and cook it so we could eat it. So at the end of the day, what we got to be working on is getting the fundamentals down. And think if you don't have technology, what you gonna do?
That's a hell of a question. I mean, we have some people that are south of us in a place called this city. This is they started a new city for our culture called Friends. You heard about it?
Yep.
Friends, Georgia. And the lady went and she bought like 500 acres, and people are going there, and they just started a whole city, and learning how to work land and all that other stuff. So I mean, it's happening at a slower pace, and basically a lot of us don't know how to farm. We don't know. We know how to fry a fish up, but we don't know how to catch one.
Right.
So.
And what does the adage say to us, Bo? I can teach a man how to fish, or I could give him a fish. We have been given so much that's the only way we know how to have something. When I will say, when the food stamp crisis began, everyone was talking about where they were going to go get food from.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I mean, as I said, I was concerned because I'm more concerned about the ramifications of what takes place next. But the biggest thing is that we need to know how to maintain if something is taken away.
This is so crazy. Did you say something like that? When everybody was talking about the food problems. Now we have an Amish community just south of here, and they're self-sufficient. Period. They'll
all
have
of
to
their
have
communities. All of the Amish communities are self-sufficient.
What's so crazy is,
and they produce goods that they sell.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. They're self-sufficient and they take care of their own. They don't care what people think about it. So what? I wear black and white every day, and I drive a horse. I ain't got to worry about putting horse. Only thing that mug can do, go back there and eat that grass and keep it cut for me. So I'm just saying, there's a lot of communities. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to call it, because it's connected to a religious, beliefs. But the Amish seem like them the only people that know, what they're doing. They're keeping themselves away from stuff that can harm the community if everything's shut down,
Because they're not taking advantage of any. Not advantage. They never wanted to be part of that society.
That's right.
So by them not want to be part of that society, having a horse-drawn carriage, if your car breaks down, how about this? Most of the cars right now are electric. So if most of the cars are electric, and we disrupt certain systems, there are electrical magnets in your car that need those things. Otherwise, they do not start. If you don't have a car that's older than 1980, well, it was in 1993. All those cars that were made after that have components in them that need electricity.
That's true.
So
that's true. And if they drop an EMT bomb on us, everything stops functioning.
Let me say this real quick. Somebody text me. That's why I was laughing. Okay, not from what you guys were saying, but they said, "Greg, Gina's eyes." I said, and I texted him. I said, "Gina ain't getting ready to say nothing. Gina's sleepy." Okay, that's why I was Gina tired. Okay, she ready to go to bed. All right, but anyway, I'm like, leave Gina alone, man. Come on. But yeah, you know what? You guys are absolutely right. Okay, Rachel, the CEO mastermind.
It's nothing said that I disagree with.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, and I said, they just said her eyes, because they said your eyes. They said, Greg, Gina's eyes, and I'm like, no, Gina's sleepy. Leave her alone. The CEO mastermind, first season done, success. what did you take away from the first season?
That was an awesome question. What I took away from the first season is that when you put your mind to something, you can make it happen. The second that you are willing to take steps towards, I would say this, one person on the season, Brianna Avant, Lady Red, she didn't start her plan until the week 7, and she still made money. And the first thing she said to me is, I should have started sooner. Her father had passed away, so she had a lot going on during the time. And Bobby had a very similar situation, and she made money during the time. But it goes to that the first thing is, once you structure your mind, you can make dramatic changes. And I think that that's what we need in our society right now. Just to structure your mind, gravitate towards getting the mindset of growth, and what are you going to do and what can you do, and get some assistance to make those things happen.
See, you have another forum that people really need to look at, listen to, talk about. All right, this is how we support. Okay, with forums like the CEO Mastermind, forums like the Distinguished Authors Guild. Okay, so we can have the conversations that's going to uplift us as a community. We need to keep doing that stuff. Okay, so congratulations on that first season. I know the second season going to be a smash. All right. Matter of fact, give us a little sneak preview of the second season.
Well, the second season guests will be looking at you in another 2 weeks, so they will be talking with you guys. But season 2, I say this: it's already started. You guys can go to BHC Media and go ahead and download that app, and CEO Mastermind is in there. Season 2 has already began. We have Amina, the Brown Diva, Miss Mina Media. She's on there. We have BG Howard. He's there. We have Shayna Jenkins. She's there. Then we have hey, then we have D Woods. She's there.
Come on.
I mean, then I guys, I'm gonna tell y'all, this is a surprise. It was a surprise to me, and I know you guys might not believe it. My son signed up for season number 2. So he is even in season number 2. So right now, and then we have Sabrina Picks. Now that Gina, that was my thing. But when I saw that he filled out the questionnaire, I was shocked. And legitimately, he's going completely out his comfort zone. He is a total introvert by nature. And right now he's posting his art. He's getting feedback on his art. He's starting to talk to people. Well, I'll say proverbial. He's actually DMing people, which he would have never done before. Then you have Sabrina Picks, who used AI for the first time on the show. I mean, guys, the biggest thing is that I'm very humble that people trust me with their businesses.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. And when we're trying to inspire people and get people to grow and to learn and support, that's the message that needs to be, told. We're proud of everyone, okay? But you gotta, you can't just stand still and think it's gonna happen, all right? You can't just say, I went to Rachel's class and not put in the work to make it happen, okay? Rachel can do this all day long, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. But if you got to invest in yourself and make it happen, and that's one of the things that Rachel can't teach. She can teach you how to get there and do whatever, okay? But she can't teach you or drag you out of your bed to make your dreams happen. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's ridiculous.
It's action. Again, it's about action. You got to be in action towards what you want. Action towards your goal. One more time, what you want, what your goals are, your intentions are, the life that you want to live. That is an all you thing. I can inspire all day. I can give you steps all day. I can give you a map all day. But if you say, I'm not getting out of my bed, I'm not going to look at the map, I'm not going to do those steps, you're still at ground zero.
And here's the most beautiful part about the whole thing, Rachel. Now you can say that your mentorship has been proven that it works. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that got got problems with it and say, yeah, whatever. Plenty of people say this, plenty of people say that. How many people have taught you realistically, people, how to really make money and sustain it? That's the other part about it. Yeah, you can buy this course, and that first week, oh man, I made $500 that week. Okay, then second week go by, you ain't got nothing. Third week go by, you ain't got nothing coming in. Fourth week come by, you owing somebody. Okay, you're teaching people how to make money and sustain the growth. Okay, and we're so proud of you for that, and proud of you for the first team. And man, look, keep that going. All right, if you ever need somebody to come on and be a guest mentee, let me know. I'm there.
You just let me know one day you're ready.
Ooh, you already know it's gonna have to be a cold day when I ain't got nothing else to do. No, because see, here's the thing, Rachel knows well. If I say I can't look, Mo, I cannot say, hey, Rachel, I want to be there Thursday. Thursday come around and all kind of stuff start piling on me, and I'll be like, hey, Rachel, I can't. Well, no, me, I'm not gonna call. Okay, I mean, it's like I want to make sure that I look. I might be in CEO Mastermind number 4, okay, because I just want to be in the chair. Okay, I'm already cool with everything, but I can always be enhanced. That's the other thing too. Even though we're at a point where we're great, everything's good, money's right, and this and that. Okay, we still can learn. And we still can grow, okay? It ain't always about money. It's about making sure that you inside yourself is good enough to do the things that you need to do. Go ahead, Rachel.
No, I'm gonna say something right here. What you just said, that something will pile on you on Thursday. Lets me know that chapter 1 of my book you need to read. Chapter 1. It is free. Go right now to www.sayiampossible.com and get chapter 1. And I'm going to break down some real quick tips. The 4 pillars of self. Self-care, which is what Greg just said he doesn't have. Self-esteem, he got plenty of that. Self-awareness, that's something he's going to have to work on, because if he worked on his self-awareness, people would not, one more time, be able to drop stuff on him on Thursday. And self-discipline. And the reason being why those are important, because when Greg just said somebody's going to drop something on me, how about this, guys? I have 3 businesses. I'm mentoring right now 14 people on within the mastermind, and I have 2 clients that I mentor one-on-one. Those 2 clients that I mentor one-on-one, one has a business that is making over $1 million, and one has a business that is making over $100,000. Those are my mentees. I've been mentoring one for 2 years. When she started her business, she was at $175,000. You guys will see that testimony soon. She cannot wait to show her Tesla that she bought herself as a gift. So, so that was her gift to herself for making $1 million. But the first thing we had to go through was knocking down people just calling, people just dropping things, and that self-discipline is not about being disciplined. Sorry, excuse me. Let's take a step. The self-care is all about taking care of you and putting boundaries in place and giving people the actual times when you're available. My phone is on do not disturb between 1 and 3. You cannot call me.
Man, look, we going on the weekend. Great, y'all, for real. I'm good with all of that, okay? And you can tell me what's up with me, okay? Because Gina's tried to tell me stop, okay? Mo has tried to tell me sit your black ass down, okay?
I just told him pump his brakes. I didn't tell him stop.
Yeah,
just pump his brakes.
Yeah.
But you know what, Mo? It's not really about you pumping your brakes, Greg. It's really about you structuring it, whereas in you're not being inundated on a drop of a dime, on someone else's whim, or someone else's lack of their discipline. When someone is dropping stuff on you, it's because they weren't disciplined enough to schedule accordingly.
I'm learning the power of
no. On me. You can't just drop stuff on me. It's not happening. I'm learning
the power of no. Okay, with all of y'all, putting y'all foot in my ass. Okay, I gotta learn the power. Gotta do it. Okay, Rachel, we ready for that exercise, girl?
All right. Because I want to make sure you guys will get the D Stark show. Now, I want you. Listen, we are with the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. Every week we share great conversation and powerful messages. If you are looking for more, next Thursday, we'll be right here on Dope Living TV, where you guys can get locked in to the CEO nuggets. Until next time, be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who?
You, baby.
Yeah, man. Mo, what you got, bruh?
Well, as usual, I have to get enlightened. So is your son? Can you give us a briefing on what kind of business he's thinking about?
What he has is he's an artist. So he
Okay.
currently does spray paint art, and he has 30 pieces that he's actually has already. So he's currently putting them out there and talking to interior designers because he started there because he got some insight that they're looking for what he has.
That around in the Chicago area.
He can ship anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
Anywhere in the world, he can ship anywhere.
Does he have a portfolio right now, sis?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Yes, sir. If you
All right.
yeah, he
I got a little more bass in my voice. All right.
No, sir. Yes, no. He has a portfolio. He's putting this stuff on right now, Instagram and Facebook, because he wasn't putting it out there at all. So he's got some real.
I like to see some
really nice art.
I really would.
That's cool.
I'll send you his page to your DM so you can just check him out. He got all the stuff there right now.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Sheena.
Man, that's awesome. I have to brag on my son then. He's
I saw that.
Yeah, his cybersecurity. Man, I'm telling you, our children they're not trying to work like we worked, starting from the bottom and work our way up. They're not trying to do that. And you know what? I am not mad at them. You know,
I mean, 18 months. That is so cool. I mean, the thing about cybersecurity, sis, it is a really, really, really good career because you can just do that yourself anytime from your house.
And you know what? He that's what he did in the military.
Oh, man.
You guys know the story.
Like
my son signed up for the military, for the Navy at the age of 17, and I fought him tooth and nail. You're not going there. You know, and when we finally sat down and talked about it, and he told me why he wanted to go, I stepped back and I signed the papers because they needed me to sign the papers. He couldn't go without me signing the papers until he turned 18. And so I signed the papers when he was 17. And the day he turned 18, he went off the boot camp. But you know what? He got into the cybersecurity business. He came out of the Navy making six figures. It took his mom a long time to make six figures.
Yeah.
And you know,
and
he's only 34 years old. And now
Yeah.
he started his cybersecurity business, him and four of his friends. They put a lot of money into this company. They had to get certifications and all these different letters that I don't know what they are. He just be spitting them out to me. And I'm like, I don't know what that is.
You got certifications that you have to go through either annually or certifications forever, you know. And the certifications annually knows that you're keeping up on your stuff, you know.
Yes.
So if they say you got certification XYZ, yeah, I got it. That means you keep on the latest, greatest security upgrades.
So you know, I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud, and I'm thinking about maybe he should sign up for the CEO mindset. You know, maybe he should get involved with that.
I think he already in fourth gear, Sheen.
Yeah, he is. Because you know what? He's going to.
That don't mean nothing.
He just went to he's been going to seminars, and they're talking to them. They're talking to them, and they telling them, you know, we're going to be looking. I guess they put their name somewhere on some page or something. I'm not sure, but he said that
network.
A lot of the people said they were gonna look for the business on this page or wherever it is that they put those cyber names out there. But I'm telling you, follow your dreams, man. You don't have to work your fingers to the bone. You don't have to work for another company and make them rich. And by the time you get to retirement age, you know, you're looking at just pennies. You know, get out there and push for your dream. Do what it takes to get over the finish line. Hey, this is yours. You work as hard as you have to get there. I'm telling you, it will pay off. I know I took up some of your time, bro.
No, that's okay. I'm gonna take my time. Okay. Anyway, no, I'm gonna tell about my son then. Okay, Dumb Bunny, man. That's the name of that movie for the album. Okay, it's almost done. He's been working hard for this movie. I put initially some cash in, but after that, he said, "Dad, I got it. I'm gonna take care of this. Okay, and you're gonna be proud of me." I said, "Son, I was proud of you from the moment you were born. So it's all good. All right, but." Thank you, Rachel, for always coming and inspiring us every Thursday. Okay, what we're getting is priceless. All right, but we're getting it for free. So we appreciate you giving it to us because it's nuggets. It's really things that we can move our businesses forward and as well as move our minds in a different direction. So appreciate you for doing all of that. All right, man. That's the week for us, y'all. That's it. Woo! It was like running up a hill this week, man, for real.
All
But
right,
we made it through. Made it through. So we'll see you guys on Monday. And next week is Thanksgiving too. So we're gonna be thankful every day next week to and talk about our thankfulness. Okay. I'm even thankful for Mohana for having my
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Hey,
we take Wednesday and Thursday off,
He's tenacious
guys.
about that right there. He's tenacious. I want my cassette deck back and my tape.
Gina said we're gonna take Wednesday and Thursday off, y'all. So
yeah, I think we all need it.
We're gonna take Wednesday and Thursday off.
I think we haven't taken a break in a minute.
Yeah.
For about 2 years now. So.
What happened to this dude, man?
Yeah, I don't know. They look like they used to hit him upside the head with that vest on. Get him.
But don't I still look the same?
Oh my gosh.
Hey man, this is Dope Living TV Live, man. We got to get out of here. We'll see you guys next week. All right.
Good night, fam.
I don't even have the thing. Wait a minute, hold on, because they tripping, man. Stream y'all. Stop. Okay, I got it now. Thank you, Rachel, for hanging out with us, okay, and doing your thing as you always do with these CEO nuggets, all right? Happy Thanksgiving to you, because we're not gonna see you next week, all right?
Happy holidays, everyone. Have a good time. Don't spend all your money. Don't spend all your money.
Oh, y'all better recognize. You better stay out the store.
Right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it to get my brains beat out by somebody trying to get a dog.
Do not shop on Black Friday. If I didn't know this, we weren't coming out. I forgot the next week is Thanksgiving. Shopping on Black Friday was intentionally put out there for you to spend your money. You just got a scare that showed no one cares. Don't make your money part of the plan.
On that note, we out of here, y'all. It's Dope Living TV Live. Y'all have a great weekend, all right? Peace.